the season in a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to...
Break. Mike 5-4. Take Alpha. Speed grip.
Throwing on first down. Sheehan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down. 17. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, Delta. 49
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sheehan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, Charlie. 49, guys. Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike Brown, 80. Get him. Check safety.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Well, look now at our starting defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Hunt on the draw play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Sheehan, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to field this at the 4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Thomas has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To the air, Allen. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And New York set to take the field. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Sheehan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Sheehan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Sheehan. Wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sheehan. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Sheehan, and Diggs has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, orbit. 54 go.
2nd and 4. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Come on now, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Sheehan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to throw. Sheehan got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Sheehan, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Allen to throw it to the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check it back.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Sheehan. Well, this is caught by Williams. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Tusa. 65. 65. 65.
On 1st and 10, Sheehan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better be ready.
Throwing again. Sheehan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You can't block me. Check 31. Check 31.
A final shot before break. Sheehan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby.
New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sheehan going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the Jets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.